I think that's a pretty consistent thing in the dog training industry is that when you hear studies being brought up, they're being brought up in a declarative format. And the whole purpose of science is to be curious, and it's the question mark. But you bringing in viability and talking about viability with studies was, I believe, you achieved exactly what you were looking for, because when you start saying viability and this is what the study might be missing and this is what it suggests and here are some facts that we want to take into consideration, you're having everybody think critically about what we're talking about, which doesn't happen too often in the industry. We all want to be right. It's me versus you. And it's a big mess. So I just think it was well timed. I don't know if you intentionally been on the Zach George arrow.
No, people warned me as it happened. I was like, can't be. Like, I'm just saying what it is. And yeah, I did not.
So it was an accident.
It was an accident for sure.
So I'll tell you that had you started that campaign maybe a year and a half ago, it probably wouldn't have shook the social media platforms the way it did. The timing was a popular YouTube personality using science as a cause and a creed and flying the flag and saying forest-free is the way, modern science and modern techniques. And a lot of the industry were coming together. And he actually, in the process, went after a lot of our really respected trainers in the industry. And so it was a big tumultuous time. You came in right at the peak. So when you came in and you were like, dedouchify, we all assumed that you were coming in to be like, shh, quiet children. Let's talk about what. Let's explain for a second. Everybody take a deep breath. Go to your corners. Let's talk about this, because that's the effect that it had. And you quieted the noise, if you will, when you came in, and you had everyone's attention. It made people stop arguing and tune into what you were saying, which is huge. You couldn't recreate that if you tried.